So if someone's looking to actually start going from solopreneur to actually building a 7-figure operation, or maybe they're already at 7 figures, but they actually want to start scaling or really delegating more tasks, how should someone start doing that? Strictly, they're doing everything themselves. How do you start doing that?
So the first thing is like realizing that you can't do everything yourself. So I think what I see constantly is that people have the hardest time trying to, they try to just control everything. And so the reality is here's the reality number is realizing your team is going to screw stuff up. They're going to blow up contracts. They're going to sell deals for less than you probably could have sold it for. They're going to screw stuff up. And that's just part of being a business owner, and just being okay with that, because you as a business owner are usually going to care the most about your business, not somebody on your team. Doesn't mean that you can't get great people, but if you get great people, just be okay with them making some mistakes and relinquishing some control, because if you hire somebody, you have to be able to give them responsibility. And a lot of business owners I see, they try to give responsibility, but then now they're sitting there freaking micromanaging them and not allowing that person to grow into the role. And they're either going to succeed in the role or they're not. And if they don't, then you just have to replace them with somebody else that's going to be a better fit. And so I would say that mindset shift of, okay, I'm going to hire somebody, they're probably not going to be as good as me, and then they're probably going to screw some stuff up, but they get your life back. They give you, more freedom when you have the right person. So understanding that, first of all, and then, second is understanding that you hire the next most important thing. It's going to be different for everybody, but for example, if you're a solopreneur just doing everything on your own, you have to look at, okay, like I view this business and there's only a few parts to it. There's lead generation, there's acquisition, there's disposition, and then there's administrative tasks and system management and things like that have to be managed. So I would say for most people, it's going to be the first step is getting your lead generation automated, whether that's direct mail, whether that's, virtual assistants doing cold calling, or virtual assistants doing text marketing for you, or you're doing PPC, you need automated lead generation. So that's the first stage, is get your lead generation to where it's just going consistently. And then from there, for me, because I don't like doing acquisition, I never did, is, I found I found somebody to partner with and help with acquisition, but you can hire them. So if somebody, is doing all the acquisition themselves, hire somebody to do acquisition for you. No, they probably won't close as good as you, but if you teach them what you know and you help them get better, they can close 70% as good, which then you have more time back to live your life and to be able to grow the business more and be able to grow other businesses. So it's just adding on as you need. So if you don't have the lead generation figured out, you got to get that, because there's no leads, you got no deals. So once that's figured out, then it's all right, how do I close more deals? You hire an acquisition or partner with somebody that's going to do acquisition for you. And then you have, the disposition side, which, if you can hire on a per, fee basis, a transaction coordinator, and then on disposition at the beginning, I always tell people to JV with people until they have their lead generation and their acquisition machine worked out. Because too many people squabble over, $3,000 or $5,000 or $7,000 fees that somebody else is making on a deal, because they're thinking that they need to keep that money. For us, we're like speed of transaction, speed of moving deals. Like, yes, we want to make the most amount of money on every deal, but if we're starting out, if I looked at starting out again, I wouldn't be focusing my time on dispoing deals, because I just want to get an acquisition machine. So I just have deals constantly coming in, and then I'll dispose some with somebody else that can help me sell them. And then as my business continues to mature, then build the dispo side of the business out, because you can at that point. You just have this freaking machine just pumping cash in constantly, that now you can go and maximize your assignment fees on the back end and make the most on each deal.